Hi everyone, I thought I'd come to you with a fun idea that has been floating around everywhere, and it's come out of the September-October seasonal expressions catalogue from Close My Heart, and it's this using the pumpkin spice and the mixing cardstock over here, and it's just making a wreath out of leftover pieces of paper. So I thought I'd give it a go. So this is what I came up with, which was, I had these little photos of my son that was downloaded from another parent at the club who took them, and I just cut them so that he was the only one in the things and created this montage. And I put that on a 6x6 piece of black paper, and then I've mounted it on some 3D foam tape. But before I did that, I made this wreath. So I just went through all my scraps of pattern paper in my little area that I keep all those sort of things, which is far too many, and I put out all the black and white ones and some darker grey ones, and then I just cut up 1/2 inch and 1/4 inch and whatever inch strips, and then just cut them by hand with the scissors and laid them around in a circle. And then because of the green from the footy oval, I've brought in clover as well, and just got some clover and black and white dots scattered. These are the enamel dots, and they're scattered throughout the wreath. And then I use this fantastic new alphabet stamp called the Pattern Block Alphabet, and it is so easy to use. It stamps so beautifully, and as you can see, I just used the clover and it comes out looking all fancy. Didn't think I needed any more alphabet stamps, and then this one, I saw some work with this one, and it's just made me go and get it. Then I also used one from my stash just to do the Is Life down here. All right, and now I'm going to show you how to do it. So first of all, I've just got my base ready. Now I'm going to actually cut this down so it'll be 1/4 inch off each side, but I'd like to do that after I've stuck them down, so I can just, it just gives me the measurements and things a bit better. So first of all, you need to draw your circle. So you can choose any size circle you want, and the best way to get a circle is a plate. I turn a plate upside down, and then make sure it's fairly centered like that. Draw a light pencil around. You can go any size circle you like, and you might like to sort of fiddle with the photo that you're choosing to go on there. So I've chosen this one to go on, and I think that'll look pretty good there with it all going out around there. All right, so now I've got my thing. I've got to look for all my colours. So I've decided to go with a blue theme today. So I've just been through all of my pattern papers that I've got sitting there in my scrap pile and pulled out any that have blue as the predominant colour. So you can see there's lots of blue and white, and there's a little bit of different variances in them. That one's not going to stay in there, and this one's got blue. And also make sure you check both sides, because sometimes you might see that piece of paper, but on the other side it's got some great blue on it. So that's across from many different paper packs, and now I'm going to cut them all into 1/2 inch, 1/4 inch, whatever inch size we want, and don't forget to use zip strips, because they're great for that as well, because they're 1/2 inch already. And once I've got all my strips cut, we'll start putting it together. Now all you need for this next bit is your tape runner and a pair of scissors and all your strips. So all I do is just start with whichever colour, it doesn't matter. I haven't decided whether to put these colourful ones in. I will decide as we go along. You just start with whichever one you like, and then you just sort of trim it off to a couple of different lengths, and then stick it around the circle. Now just bearing in mind, if you want to, you can sit your photo in there so that you know exactly which size to do it to. So if you just sit your photo roughly in there, and you're also remembering that you're going to lose a little bit when you cut off the 1/4 inch, so you can just trim them like that. It doesn't have to be cut perfectly. In fact, it's better if it's more random. And then once you've done the majority of the bigger bits around, then you can then just go back and fill it in the wee little spots you have. So you just get a strip and cut it in half. Again, doesn't have to be cut perfectly, because it's supposed to be very random, and stick those ones around as well. So that's how you do it. Now I'll do mine. Right, now we've stuck all that together. It's a bit wonky, so I might fiddle with it a little bit, but that's just because I was going fast to try and do it quickly. All right, and now I'm going to cut 1/4 inch off each edge so that I can then centre it. So I'll take my photo off for a minute. And this is stuck to the thing so it didn't move. And then cut 1/4 inch off each side. So now I've done that, you can see that some of them are right up to the edge, and we don't want that look. Well, I don't want that look. I want it a little bit less. So I'm just going to go along and just trim them all off at various levels and angles, and just to give it a bit more of a wreath look. Now I'm going to stick this up on 3D foam tape. It just gives it a little bit of definition there. And then I'm going to stick it on a backing piece of paper. Now I found this from my stash, which is left over from a couple of years ago, which is a blue weatherboard look. So I'm just going to have a look and see what that looks like. And I actually think that completes that beautifully. So I'm going to stick that on. Going to add some embellishments through the circles and to fill out some spots. So you could even splatter with your pens or your shimmer brushes. You could drop some any of your leftover gems in there or embellishments, just to lift it a little bit as well. There we go, just needs a title now. Go ahead and give this a go and show me what you do. You can do different colours, you don't just have to do monochromatic, which is what I've been doing, but you can do all variety of colours that go together. And if you give this a go, don't forget to share it with me. I'd love to see your artwork. Thanks guys.